Most people think investing success comes from picking the right stock. In reality, it comes from growing your financial understanding. I've said it many times. I say, as your financial knowledge goes, so does your portfolio, right? Your portfolio doesn't outgrow your knowledge, it reflects it. When I think of that, I think about the countless times and the little bit over 5 years that I've been doing this now, going into my 6th year. Um, you learn things, right? You learn things as you're in the market, and a year go by, or 2 year go by, or 3 year go by, or I think that fourth year will go by. When that fourth year go by, between that third and fourth year, it's like pivotal. At least it was for me, right? Um, I enjoy growing. I enjoy expanding myself, expanding my knowledge, and then once I saw what the market could do for me, then I enjoyed growing my financial wealth, right? So my first 2 years was just awesome, right? But after that first 2 years, it's like I had hit a plateau, and I wanted to surpass that plateau, and I wanted to do it faster than what it took to get there. But what I learned was, you begin to, like, you hear me, or other folks, or if you do your own research, you'll see reset and what it is, and you'll see a pullback and what it's supposed to be, and you'll see a crash and what it's supposed to be. But then when you experience it, you didn't have your whistle wet, right? And then when it happens a second time, right? The first time you experience a reset or a pullback, you think that's a crash, right? And then the next time you experience the other, whether it be the reset or the pullback, you're like, wow, that was bigger than the last time. And then you bump into a crash. It's like, now how are we supposed to rebound from all this stuff? But then after a year go by and you see your portfolio continue to grow as you continue to be steadfast in your investing, as you continue to be consistent in your investing, you see your overall portfolio yet growing. Some positions may grow in leaps and frogs. And then after a reset, a pullback, a crash, or all three, you'll find that one just stagnating along. And then the ones that were stagnating for the longest, all of a sudden are now leapfrogging. Like, what's going on? When is this big boy position going to get back in the race and run hard like it's been, be a thoroughbred again? What I'm saying to you is, as your knowledge grows, by that fourth year, you begin to get a sense and a feel what leads up to a reset or a crash or a pullback. You begin to start seeing the time frames that they kind of take turns, intermittent, between certain time frames of the year, right? Or when you hear certain things going on in the market. So you can't always interpret exactly when it's going to happen, but you know it's going to happen. And so all those times that you heard me say it's good to take profit when you're up bigly, it'll begin to make more and more sense after that second year, because you'll see those positions that were running like a madman, right? Making you tons of money, and you wouldn't take profit even though you see you well up over 100% in the position, right? Then you see the overall market crash, and that outstanding position is down instead of being up bigly. It's only up, and it looks like it's on life support. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I just want to share things with you to expose you all the ups and downs you're gonna see along this financial journey. But if you stick with it, it will be well worth it in the long run. As we celebrate our 21 years anniversary, myself, my spouse, it's worth it in the long run, right? Why knowledge matters more than picks. Picks change, understanding compounds. Knowledge improves every future decision, not just one trade. Let me say that again. Knowledge improves every future decision, not just one trade. Knowledge does this when you obtain knowledge. Knowledge does this as you grow your knowledge. If you let your knowledge stagnate and don't grow, then that's going to affect your every future decision as well. It's just not going to have your portfolio going in the nice upward bounds motion that it could have been going had you been gaining the knowledge and applying the knowledge as you continue to grow, right? But you will get there. You will get there if you stay in the race, right? Scripture say the race is not given to the quick, but it's given to them that endure to the end. So when you're consistent in your investing, you're enduring, it pays off. It pays off. It pays off in dividends, right? How knowledge shows up in real life. Teach these 4 visible changes: better position sizes, less emotional reaction, patience with purpose, cleaner exits and re-entries. Tie lightly to your experience. This is what happens, right? This is what happens as you continue to go along. Okay, how to actually grow financial knowledge. Give practice. So learn why markets move, not just what move. Study one framework at a time. Track decisions, not just outcome. I've said it before, it's good to journal things that you go through in the market. It's good to journal why you do the things you do when you obtain certain positions and what have you, right? It's good to journal these things because the market is going to take you through some things in the run of a year, right? And then in the run of year in and year out, right? And if you journal these things, you can go back to your notes. You could see what it was you did right, what it was you see you could better choose wiser this time around. But if you have no notes and all you putting from is whatever you think you can remember, so it's good to journal in a notepad. Or me, I like to journal in a notepad. I'll journal in my tablet, and I have a spreadsheet on my hard drive that I journal things that I do, that I put things on my radar that I'm watching. I wasn't always in Meta. I wasn't always in Amazon. I wasn't always in Google. I couldn't always afford Google, but it was on my radar. It was on my radar because of the way it performed so exceptionally well day over day, week over week, month over month for 2 solid years, my first years in the market, right? I was salivating at the mouth over it. I really wanted to own it, right? Amazon at the time, Amazon in 2020, 2021, Amazon was like $3,800 a share. And brother man, that was nowhere in my near future the first year. But by the end of that second year, I was ready to jump on some, and then the market started crashing. So it was like a gift because anyway. So in closing, if you want different results, don't chase different stock. Chase deeper and deeper understanding. Knowledge first, profit follows. So with that being said, you guys take care and be blessed continually, my friend.